It's great to be with you all and learning with you all once again. Now, on the theme of Rosicrucian exercises and the mystical marriage, what we'll actually do in this presentation is one extended meditation and mystical exercise. We'll go for about 40 minutes, and I will guide you through it. Introducing this, I will say that down through the ages, mystics have applied the concept and imagery of the sacred marriage to experience, express, and emulate the divine. And in this regard, I'll share with you now a slide to help prepare us for this experience. In this presentation, we'll apply these keys and Rosicrucian laws and principles by conducting the mystical exercise and meditation. We'll focus on the holy temple, the betrothal, the journey to the celestial sanctum, the surrender, marriage and cosmic attunement, the radiating of love and the sending and healing forces to all, and the return and fruition and service. Before you now, you see a work entitled Winter. It's by the artist Agnes Belton. She's known as a desert transcendentalist. In the circle that she moved and worked with, one of her colleagues was the renowned Rosicrucian and artist Nicholas Roerich, and also the theosophist and painter Lauren Harris. We see pointing up before us these wonderful shades of colors into the pinks and the blues and the whites and the greens. And in the foreground before us are two birds of the dove family. On the left appears to be the pigeon or the rock dove, and then also on the right a white dove. White pigeons or white doves, of course, have profound meaning associated with them in Western cultural terms of peace and love and honor and gentleness and sacrifice, communication and grace. Christianity, of course, of the Holy Spirit associated with the white dove or the white pigeon. The Rosicrucian order is not a religion, but allows us to have a deeper understanding of all things, including spiritual traditions of the world. Its emphasis is on direct experience, the great undergoing of the different experiences of love that we'll partake in this evening. As you take in this wonderful uplifting work, in a way we see with the two birds, the law of duality and the law of polarity associated with the marriage or the bringing together. The Rosicrucians have a wonderful form of a description of marriage in a highly meaningful way, the law of the triangle, or the law of manifestation, or the law of creation, or the law of perfection. When two polarities come together in a perfect way and are married, there's a new manifestation. We'll apply that with our inner and outer natures coming into a deeper sense of mastership and well-being this evening. Now at this point, I'd like you to, while you're looking at this work of art and you've seen how there's a great rising up of energy, we'll rise up into the cosmic like as Agnes Pelton has symbolized in her works from her inner visionary experience, her own mystical experiences in her dreams that she has told us some about. And I'll give you a reference in regard to her work. I'll also ask at this time for Karen to post in the chat a PDF document of resources for you, as well as pasting them in, but I think you'll find easiest to access the PDF. And then at the end of the presentation, we'll also make them available there as well for your future consideration and discussion. Always at the heart of all these matters, though, is our daily meditations and Rosicrucian exercises and our time in our home sanctum, studying the weekly monographs or similar spiritual teachings you may be familiar with. Let's begin with the breath. For the mastery of the breath has much to do with it and not to be underestimated. Just take some gentle, neutral breaths. Enjoy the gentle rhythm of the breath. It's part of what the Rosicrucians referred to as the cosmic keyboard, the great sea of vibrations throughout the cosmos that we become increasingly sensitive to through our mystical exercises and meditation. Just sense the rising up as symbolized in this painting that we're about to undertake. We'll rise to the heights of the celestial sanctum for the betrothal and ultimately the entry into the bridal chamber. And when you're ready, I invite you to close your eyes and turn more inward and just continue with the gentle rhythm of the breath, doing what Rosicrucians refer to as neutral breathing, neither holding the inhalation nor holding the exhalation. And with each incoming breath, feel the increasing presence of our true nature, the divine within, the master within, and the tremendous love that comes through this true nature of ours. And with each outgoing of the breath, you may experience automatically the relaxation response through the stimulation of the great vagus nerve. In our Rosicrucian studies, we learn about the nervous system, the various glands and psychic centers in the body, and their great work in what Rosicrucians refer to as the holy temple, a beautiful and inspiring way to refer to our body and minds, a deeply meaningful way to understand life, not only in a theoretical, conceptual way, but as a firsthand lived experience. When we have the experience, then we have the full understanding, and then we can be of full help and service to others. This is a simple exercise, but you see there's so much in it. Whenever we're having challenges in our life, not only during formal periods of meditation like now, return to the breath. In fact, we can make it a practice throughout our day. Breathe, pause, reflect. Feel the master within come forward, our true guide, and give us that more mature perspective. Our outer nature was never set up to guide us through life. It's our inner nature's job. The outer nature's job is to work in harmony, strength, and combination with the master within. The holy temple of our body is a wondrous temple for the master within. The holy temple of body is as great as any temple any humans have ever made, and matches them, the macrocosm, the entirety of the universe, with equal splendor and dignity, as we'll apply shortly now. Just continue to enjoy the gentle rhythms of the breath. Feel the inspiration to breathe in. Rosicrucians have a special term, vital life force, or the VLF. Its positive polarity is the cosmic essence. I think now you'll be especially experiencing the cosmic essence with a very enriching tingling going on, particularly in the extremities of your toes and your feet, your hands, but increasingly flowing throughout your body. It's always doing that, but in meditation, we have the opportunity to become more sensitive and have this wondrous experience. Now, fratres and sorors and participants, I invite you to, when you breathe in, do positive breathing. Hold the inhalation for as long as comfortable now. And when you need to, just exhale. I think you're starting to feel the increased charge of the cosmic essence within you. These breathing exercises are very healing for ourselves and all we come in contact with. I invite you again to breathe in and hold your breath. And when you need to, breathe out and enjoy the exhilaration and wonder of this simple act of the holy temple. And when you're ready, breathe in again and hold the breath. And when you need to, exhale and just keep turning inward, experiencing the subtle effects of the vital life force. It's always there flowing, but we're taking time to be more sensitive And as we meditate and apply this practice, we'll be increasingly sensitive throughout the day. But also these exercises intensify the action of the vital life force. So there's a dual action going on now. Now I invite you to do what Rosicrucians refer to as negative breathing for a complementary effect, applying the law of duality and polarity. When you exhale, hold the exhalation out as long as comfortable. When you need to breathe back in, you'll have a different experience of the vital life force now, more of its negative polarity. Both are important balancing. Positive and negative is not a value judgment, merely like north and south poles of a magnet, part of the manifold creation in duality and the underlying unity. And when you're ready, I invite you to breathe out again and hold the exhalation out. And let's do it one more time. You breathe out, exhale, hold the exhalation out without breathing in. And when you need to breathe in again and return back to the neutral breath, either holding the inhalation or the exhalation. And for a while, you may wish to breathe a little deeper than usual. And just enjoy the fruits of your efforts. We apply the law of purification. The holy temple increasingly charged, increasingly surrendering to the divine within. I invite you now to do once through the overall exercise of the Rosicrucians. Concentrate all your attention on the tips of your toes, left and right, and gradually draw your focus up through your feet, into the ankles. Can you experience the flow of the vital life force through your lower legs, your knees? Picture all the cells, the atoms and molecules, the nervous system, the RNA and DNA, all this wondrous structure of our bodies, the holy temple. Gradually move up the thighs, the upper leg, back and front, inside and out. Blood flowing, the electrical signals of the nervous system moving along wonderfully. And gradually to the mid-body, you may feel the chair beneath you or the bed if you're lying down. And let us move up to our spine, which mirrors the cosmic axis of the cosmos. We move through the microcosm that we are. As you pass by the different glands and vital organs, spend a little time vitalizing them. And the psychic counterpart of the endocrine glands. Move up to through the lower chest. Wondrous actions guided by the subconscious mind. Grateful and thankful for all these capacities that are divine right to know and master through our lessons, the order. And then up to the heart, great seat of the emotion of love, our special universal theme this week. Sense the beating of the heart, the flow of the blood. With each deep breath, bringing of the vital life force to charge the blood to move, help that enrichment of the vital life force in the air and oxygen and nitrogen and other constituents in the air throughout our system. Experience the psychic heart. Let us move up in our chest past the thymus, It's great regulations for us, back and front, to the shoulders. And when you reach the top of your shoulders, I invite you to refocus your attention on the tips of your fingers, and we'll go through your arms, just like you went through your legs. Feel the tingling in the tips of your fingers, all the tissues and blood, bones, skin, and structure there, the wondrous symmetry of our hands, the great work they do as we fulfill our missions in life. Through the palm and the back of the hand to the wrist, and then up through the lower arm to the elbows, the sinew there, the joint, the upper arm, the bicep, the muscles inside and out. When you've reached back up to the top of the shoulder, move towards the neck and spend a little time on the nape of the neck, a great nexus of nerves that helps with us in dampening down the highest rates of vibration of the cosmic keyboard. As we stimulate that great nexus of nerves, it allows us to be even more attuned to the highest psychic and spiritual vibrations of our exercise. And then move up through your neck, past the thyroid and its wondrous actions in maintaining our health and guide our system. The jaw and the teeth and the lower gums, and then the upper teeth and upper gums, the upper lips, the back of the head. Nostrils, feeling the air come in and out, the third eye between our eyes. Move in towards the brain and the great centers where there's the pituitary gland. Spend some time concentrating on it. Its important actions in concert with its psychic center. And then around the center of your brain, the pineal gland, the pea-shaped size, concentrate on it. Help charge it and move up higher its sensitivity to the octaves of the cosmic keyboard. And when you're ready, concentrate on the pineal gland. Move higher up into your head, the back and front, the forehead, the scalp, the hair. Just continue to enjoy the richness of the experience, its tonic and healing effect. In the human, the finite plane meets the infinite plane. There's a wondrous electromagnetic type field that radiates out from us, human aura. And when we're open, which is the true nature of the human being, that aura extends out in a wondrous healing effect for ourselves and others. If it is not seen by others, it can be experienced through our love and kindness, our trustworthiness, our cultivation of the virtues and nobility of character. Divine within will assist us in all these matters. Now, for ours and participants, we've traditionally done what we call the betrothal as we move towards uniting our inner and outer natures, becoming one with the one, meaning the full realization of the divine within and its complete connection, the universal soul and the divine. Each action we undertake along these lines helps evolve us, helps polish the mirror that is our soul personality that is evolving and maturing and growing up down through the ages and incarnations. So that mirror can more greatly reflect universal love, universal soul, the universal intelligence. This action and activity is the greatest adventure. All other adventures, whether it's climbing a mountain, going on an Apollo mission, creating great things in the world, are on the way by the way, part of this great journey of learning and growing up, being fully ourselves, soaking increasingly like a sponge the divine within. Now to prepare for the marriage, we'll ascend now to the heights of the Celestial Sanctum, following the instructions of the booklet Liber 777. Use all your inner psychic faculties, an imaginative capacity now to picture yourself rising up from the home where you're dwelling, looking down on it below in your neighborhood, geographic area. Enjoy the exhilaration of the ascent, just like we enjoyed the exhilaration of the vital life force coursing through the holy temple. Picture below your city, province, or state now as we move faster and faster, rising up and seeing the beautiful landforms and structure. Rising up higher and higher and see your country or nation. And even now the continent where you dwell, and even the hemisphere where you dwell. And now the entire beautiful blue jewel of the earth, the oblate spheroid or sphere. See it revolving about its axis along with the wondrous whiteness of the moon. See the great system and order and action that takes place in the solar system, just like the mini solar system within ourselves. Keep rising up higher and higher and see now the entirety of the solar system, the great fiery ball of the sun, mirroring the living sun that's increasingly coming forward to express universal love as we rise. And see the larger planet like Jupiter and Saturn, and smaller planets like Venus, Mercury, and Mars, radiating their subtle vibrations on the higher octaves of the cosmic keyboard and radiate those back to them as we continue to rise up past the myriad stars and stellar phenomena. Keep rising and rising. The interstellar gases, the quasars and the pulsars, forming a great harmonious vibration or music spoken of since antiquity, the harmony of the spheres, the divine music. Let us continue faster and faster, sensing the great actions, the spiral arm of the Milky Way galaxy, which is our great home. Enjoy the exhilaration of the ascent, going faster and faster, way beyond the speed of light, which transcends space and time. And let us exit right out from the Milky Way galaxy, looking back at its wondrous spiraling action, part of the great harmony of the spheres and divine music, and continue to rise up higher and higher past myriad stars and galaxies. Enjoy the splendor of it all. Keep going faster and faster past all the black holes, helping balance the universe, the stars, the wondrous vibrations, the psychic nature on the high octaves of the cosmic keyboard, of the physical nature, the wondrous beauty of it all that artists back on earth seek to imitate, just like Agnes Pelton that we observed. At a certain point, I'll think you'll start to sense the large-scale structure of the cosmos. And picture it rotating as a great revolution about a cosmic axis, mirroring the cosmic axis of the spine within the holy temple. And when you sense the presence of that cosmic axis, move at tremendous speed towards its midpoint, enjoying the exhilaration, using the divine's inner spiritual energy, increasingly surrendering to it as it moves faster and faster in us. And we apply the law of correspondence, as above, so below. Or as we rise higher and higher in the cosmos, in the cosmic, we go deeper and deeper within ourselves into this inner sanctum of the divine and the divine within. And when you sense the presence of the cosmic keyboard in its midpoint, speed towards it, and as you get close, slow up and come to a stop there where we'll visualize our celestial sanctum. This great ascent to the heights of the celestial sanctum was indirectly alluded to by the great medieval mystic Richard St. Victor when he spoke of the steep stairway of love, within the 4 stages or degrees of love. The first is the betrothal, which we've undertaken in our acts of purification. Now let us enter into the stage of marriage as we visualize our celestial sanctum, some inspiring temple on earth or some inspiring place in nature. Fill in its sights and sounds, its uplifting impressions, maybe some beautiful artwork or stained glass windows depicting Rosicrucian laws and principles or mystical laws and principles, possibly incense rising up, suggestive of transmutation, the great rising up that we did to the heights of the celestial sanctum. And since you may dwell the Grand Master of our Grand Lodge, all the Grand Masters, all the Grand Lodges of our order, the Imperator, the visible and invisible masters can guide us into the master within. May wish to picture all seekers and all those on this teleconference call with us there. Imperator may be conducting a holy ritual in your heights of your celestial sanctum, this special temple. Feel in the sights and sounds and the inner impressions and feel the exhilaration of being at this special place where there's the highest rates of vibration the human can take in, highest consciousness that we can sense, become one with. Enjoy the enrichment, the ennoblement, the great healing through our repair of the master within. When you filled in the sights and sounds and impressions and exhilaration of being at the heights of the celestial sanctum, in your sacred celestial sanctum, release your visualization and increasingly surrender to the divine within in this marriage phase. As traditionally said, as our soul realizes its oneness with God, surrender, be receptive to the divine within. Great action that we've undertaken, fathers and sorors and participants. As part of the booklet, Liber 777, is part of a universal pattern. The inner spiritual esoteric tradition, interpreting the Bible, for example, seeing what we've just undertaken, like going through the temple, Solomon, from the courtyard to the holy place, and ultimately to the Holy of Holies, or the bridal chamber. Richard of St. Victor talked about this in the Tabernacle of Moses. So he moved from the outer exterior to the inner progression towards the Ark of the Covenant. So too, we've undertaken this in a direct spiritual way now. So we continue to dwell, applying the law of silence and the law of cosmic attunement, the center of the cosmos, the center of our being, in the spiritual and sacred marriage of our nature with the divine nature. As our cosmic attunement increases, let's follow the charge of our past imperator, Christian Bernard, to always use the opportunity when we rise to the heights of the celestial sanctum. Surrender and cosmic attunement to radiate love and well-being out to all those in need at this time. Do this as a part of the silent council, Council of Solace of our Grand Lodge. All those who petitioned our Grand Lodge, our affiliate bodies, all you know who are in need of aid, and all sentient beings throughout the cosmos, radiate love and well-being out to them. Picture your mind going out with those radiations of love and well-being to fill the cosmos. Enjoy the exhilaration of this experience. At a certain point, I think you'll find that you no longer need to make conscious effort to radiate love and well-being. And even it'll speed up and you'll know you're reaching those in need. So we expand our mind out to encompass the cosmos, become the cosmic mind. Cosmic to the Rosicrucians means all natural and spiritual laws and the universal intelligence back of the cosmos. Assume the cosmic mind now as the love and well-being radiates out, experiences the cosmic experiences. Be the cosmic mind. So the radiations of love and well-being continue. Now, as we completely surrender, be receptive to the divine within, the cosmic mind. Let us enter into the third phase or degree of love, described by the mystic St. Victor, that of the wedlock. They enter into the Holy of Holies, the temple. They enter into the bridal chamber. Or as the Gnostic master Valentinus said, akin with the Valentinian Gnostic text, the Gospel of Philip, discovered through the Nag Hammadi library, that baptism leads to resurrection and redemption. Redemption takes place in the bridal chamber, the mirrored chamber in the presence of the divine, united with the divine now. Soon we'll formally conclude our period of work of the Silent Council, in conjunction with the Council of Solace. In this period of cosmic attunement, the heights of the Celestial Sanctum. Let's dwell a while longer, radiating the love and well-being, one with the one. In the bridal chamber, the Holy of Holies. Now, Friars and Sorors will formally conclude our period of sending of metaphysical aid by saying, if it pleases the cosmic, it is done, so mote it be. Through these spiritual actions, we've kindled the love once again within us, so we can radiate and share it with all others in its most intense form in the proper way. Let us begin our descent from the heights of the Celestial Sanctum now. Speeding past the myriad stars, galaxies, enjoying the exhilaration of the descent. See in the distance the Milky Way galaxy, our great home. Plunge into it and pass by the nebulae and asteroids and rogue planets, pulsars and quasars, comets, asteroids. See in the distance the beautiful fiery ball of the sun in our solar system, the wondrous blue jewel of the earth as we reach towards it. And then see the hemisphere where we left off, and then the continent, our country, our nation, our state or province, and our geographic area or city or town, and then our neighborhood. I invite you at this time to say with me, may the God of my heart sanctify this attunement of self with the celestial sanctum. So mote it be. And then we continue to send in our home, the room we left off. Just dwell for a while with your eyes closed. And when you're ready, Friars and Sorors, you may wish to open your eyes, stretch, feeling renewed, reinvigorated, more fully yourself, all the more ready for the work and worship of the Rosicrucian Order Amark, of the new attitude to see things, a more integrated way of seeing things, and the great adventure on the mastery of life. Thank you so much for all that you do in love and service. It's great to be with you again, now and always. Thank you.